Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 34 of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And good news, ladies and gentlemen, this will be our last video right here in Atlantica. We're finally leaving after this part, which means we are going to confront that sea witch Ursula and get back King Triton's trident. Boy, it kind of sounds weird saying those two words together, Triton, trident, because they sort of sound similar, but they're not. I wonder if it's intentional, you know, trident, whatever. Anyway, we are entering Ursula's lair, and oh boy. Remember this from the movie? Those things down at the bottom, those are Ursula's victims, you know? The ones that she made deals with, and, well, turns out by the end of the deal, she turns them into weird plant zombie thingies. Thankfully, this is not our fate in this game.
Your time has come!
And here we go, folks. I hate this boss. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. What you're supposed to do is, remember King Triton's clue about Ursula's cauldron being the source of her power? Well, now we're going to mess with that power. The idea is that we're supposed to use various spells on the cauldron in order for Ursula to, well, take damage, I guess. And what we're supposed to do is make sure to hit the cauldron at a specific point. Of course, I'm doing this wrong because, well, to be honest, I hate this boss, and I just want to get it out of the way quickly. Ursula will throw some kind of potion into the cauldron, and it'll be one of three colors, red, blue, or yellow. And we're supposed to essentially shoot the corresponding magic into it. You know, red, fire, blue, blizzard, yellow, ice, so on and so forth. And we're supposed to do this 3 times for Ursula to get stunned, I believe. I think it's 3 of the same type of element, I believe. And yeah, something like that. And once we do it successfully, we can stun Ursula and, well, essentially go to town on her. In terms of actually attacking her and doing some actual damage, which, yeah, get as much damage on her as you can before she recovers, because, yeah, great, I have to do this whole thing all over again. And for some reason, as you continue to influence the cauldron to your favor, she also takes damage that way, I guess, from those fireballs, I'm guessing. Again, this boss hasn't been really clearly defined, you see, and yeah. Now, folks, I would also recommend taking in some, well, bringing in some ethers because, well, this is a more magical-based fight, and you still have cure on your side. I mean, why would you bring some potions into it? I mean, bring some potions just in case, well, you don't have enough for cure. But trust me, folks, bring in a lot of ethers because you will need them. You will need a lot of ethers because you will shoot a lot of magical powers at this cauldron in order to damage Ursula and get rid of her entirely. Now, another reason I don't like this fight is that Flotsam and Jetsam, those pet eels of Ursula's, will constantly interrupt your attacks and I just want to smack them. And sometimes you accidentally are focused in on them by mistake while you're trying to cast your spells at the cauldron, and geez Louise, this boss can be tedious. It can drag if you're... I hate this boss, I hate this boss, I hate this boss. Okay. Now, Flotsam and Jetsam are also there for you to score some free hits, because you'll hit them over and over and over again. They'll get knocked out. Ursula will revive them, and the process repeats. Now, it's good if you want to essentially, well, replenish your magical meter, because, well, if you run out of ethers, well, the only way you can replenish your MP is to, well, attack items, and Flotsam and Jetsam serve this very purpose right here, because how else are you going to restore your MP? I mean, you're in battle mode, we cannot pause and enter our items menu to get more ethers out, so what else can you do? At least the game is generous on that front, right? I'm guessing. What am I saying? I hate this boss, I hate this boss, I hate this boss. Well, and no, you fool. Attack Ursula. Make the suffering end. No. Don't lock onto the cauldron. Lock onto Ursula. If you don't act quickly enough, she'll recover and... Oh, barely any damage done on this go-around. That means we have to... I hate this boss. I hate this boss. I hate this boss. I hate this boss. And the awkward swimming controls don't help either. It's just... And lock on can be your enemy here. I mean, there are so many things to lock on. Blossom, Jetsam, the Cauldron, Ursula. It's like... Although I do like the nice recreation of Ursula as well, home from Little Mermaid. I mean, I see her little hole that she comes out of right there. I saw her mirror where she, puts on makeup, I guess. And there's the cauldron itself. And I'm guessing that shell up there is her shell that contains her various potions and whatnot. Probably including the spell to turn Ariel into a human, I guess. So, yeah. Stupid. It's taking too long. Why? I'm sorry if I'm complaining, folks, but this boss fight can really drag if you don't know exactly what you're doing, like I am right now. It's like, what the heck's going on right here? All I know is target this, target that, target this, target that, and yeah. And for some reason, I am doing damage to Ursula, believe it or not. It's just going to take a while, folks. I mean, I'm out of ethers, and the only way to replenish MP at this point is to hit Flotsam and Jetsam. Now, I know what you're saying. Equip Goopy, equip Goopy. Well, I would if I could, but at this point, folks, he doesn't have the MP gift ability, a very useful ability. So, even if I were to have him in my party, it wouldn't do much good in this case. So, it's just tedious, 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 tedious. Of course, it'll be over soon. This will not be the entire video. We will get to the final fight against Ursula in a bit. And, come on. Stupid lock-on thingy. Come on. Do something. I know these red outlines are supposed to clue you in on what magic to use, but, you know, this game isn't really defining on how you use this power to your advantage. I'm guessing after Ursula tosses something, it does something, and somehow I won by messing with the cauldron. Whatever, I beat her.
You'll pay for this!
Now, I do like that they kept the whole relationship between Ursula, Flotsam, and Jetsam intact. You know, when, Flotsam and Jetsam went bye-bye, Ursula gets really, really steamed, and that's what caused her to grow big in the first place. And, Flotsam and Jetsam are dead, and guess what she's going to do in a bit? Anyway, for beating Ursula, we get access to the Mermaid Kick. And, it will essentially allow us to go through those giant gusts, you know, that we had to use the dolphin to, rely on. Now we can go through those giant gusts right there, and we kind of need to in order to actually proceed onward with the game, you see, to reach Ursula. Because we cannot go that way to follow her. I'm guessing she blocked it off or something. So, yeah. But folks, that was a tedious fight. That was a tedious fight. Never again shall I... You know what? Whenever I go back to this game, I'm going to skip this world entirely. I mean, no offense to, those who do like this world, but this world shouldn't... It's tedious and... Anyway, I'm going to heal up and save because, I don't want to go through all that again. It's just good. Oh yeah, hi Heartless. We still got you to deal with. Who cares about you guys? Don't give a rat's patoot, but okay. Moving on. I mean, I'm speechless at this point, folks. I am speechless. I mean, So, to move on to something different, sunken ships, treasures from the surface world, huh? You know, believe it or not, I think there is a surface world, but we just don't get access to it at this point because, well, now Heartless appear in this section, and, well, we'll deal, who cares? Ursula's our primary target. So yeah, surface world, huh? Yeah, fascinating, interesting. We'll explore it, quote unquote, in the Kingdom Hearts 2. But well, for right now, I think it's time we end Ursula's reign of terror once and for all. Because why not? She's evil, and we need to take her down for good. You see. And there's the mermaid kick in action. See, I'm going against the gust by pressing buttons rapidly, and yeah. Alright, let's get it over with.
You pathetic fools! I rule the seas now! The sea and all its spoils bow to my power!
Yep, she said those exact words as she grew in size in the movie. And oh boy. So yeah, we have Giant Ursula. Ursula, member of the League of Disney Villains, and well, Master of the Seas. Well, for the moment at least, we're gonna take care of that right now, you folks. Anyway, her attacks consist of, well, she's gonna blow bubbles at you with the words, "Get ready for this!" And then she'll try and suck you in and, well, trying to, well, chomp on you. And she will have this quote, "Not very tasty." And then, yeah. Of course, her attack range will increase. And when she says something like, "You fools" or something, try and get behind Ursula's head because she will shoot out a laser beam from her mouth. Thankfully, though, she'll get tired afterwards, and then you can wail on her then. So, yeah. So Giant Ursula, huh? I mean, we have thunder attacks spamming everywhere, so try not to get hit by those. Yeah, the more damage you do to her, she'll produce another attack, which I'll show in a moment. So yeah. Anyway, we have a new boss music right here, and it's called The Deep End. Now, it definitely has two meanings, especially here. One, well, we are in the deep of the water, you see. You know, the deep end, ocean, water, and all that sort of thing. Get it? And there's also another reason, you know. The villains haven't been beaten once by the hero. Decide to, well, go full on out, and, well, they go mad. They go off the deep end, you know, trying to kill the heroes, you see. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, at this point, after doing enough damage, Ursula will use to try to spam a whole bunch of lightning. And, yes, when she says that saying right there, well, get out of the way, well, as best you can, because, well, most of the area will be filled with thunder spells, and, yeah, this won't, the words, this won't be pretty. Yeah, it won't be pretty, folks. Ow. So, the best strategy I can do is try and get behind Ursula's head when you can. Try and avoid all her attacks, obviously. Go for the head. Just keep striking the head. Make sure that you have plenty of potions. Make sure you use Cure. And, well, eventually the day will be yours. So, come on. You know, Ursula doesn't mind getting hit in the face, you know. I figured she'd be more, you know, reactive like that, but yeah. And notice that her eyes are following Sora. It's kind of weird, you know, how one eye... Look at that. It just went all derp for a moment. I'm guessing that's the programming, you know, how it's programmed to follow Sora's movements and all that sort of thing. You know, I kind of wonder, do the eyes stay put, or do they follow Sora if they manage to go behind Ursula's head, you know? But, yeah. But anyway, we did it. We have defeated Ursula once and for all and got some new abilities to boot. You know, it's so satisfying being the ever-living crap of Ursula because, well, I'm sure when little kids saw her do her freaky things in the movie, they kind of freaked her out, you know, turning mer people into those little plant things and, well, growing big in size just because her pets went bye-bye and, doing all sorts of nasty things. And I remember in the movie that her voice got deeper, but it's of course due to voice modulating technology at the time, but still, it can give people nightmares, you know? But anyway, the sea is saved, thanks to our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we're making amends, we're saying sorry on both ends because, well, Sora, did lie that he came from another ocean, and Triton was a bit too hard on everybody because, well, can you blame him? He wants to protect his world from all sorts of bad things, you know? And, yeah, I mean, he is responsible. Now, this brings up an interesting point. This whole couple videos ago about Triton mentioning that Keyblade wielder can bring destruction and doom and all that sort of thing. I think future games elaborate a little on that, but yeah. I mean, I really do not understand that nuance, that plot point. I mean, Sora has no intention of destroying the world. He just wants to save the world and stuff. So, yeah. And of course, this whole thing about meddling, I mean, it's already too late to meddle because the villains have been meddling ever since the plot began. And, yeah. And speaking of meddling, you know, it would have been nice to actually take Ariel with us. I mean, granted, having another magical person along would be kind of, you know, redundant or superfluous because we have Donald here. But maybe she could have brought something to the Fellowship of the Key, maybe. But also, there's this whole problem of her being a mermaid, you see. Well, if Donald can transform Sora and company into freakish things underwater, seriously, Donald, what were you thinking? Well, maybe he could transform Ariel into a human, or maybe Triton could lend a hand in that regards. I mean, he did in the movie, you know. But, what if? What if? Oh well.
Tell me, Sora, your world, what's it like?
Oh, about that. Sorry for lying to you.
It's okay. Besides, if you can travel to other worlds, maybe I can too. So many places I want to see. I know I'll get there someday. I'll find a way, somehow. I'm sure of it.
Well, if you find it, do me a favor and leave me out of it.
Yeah, to continue onward with that, I mean, how would Ariel react to being a human? How would she interact with the other characters if we were to take them along, like Aladdin and Tarzan? How would they react to her or something? But thankfully, I'm guessing that's why they kept the whole guest party member system to one character for one world. And I mean, it would have been interesting. I mean, what would her moveset be? Because she had mermaid kicks. Maybe Donald could or Triton could put in acrobatics or some kind of martial arts to her, something similar to her mermaid attacks or something. Yeah, what could have been? What could have been? Anyway, folks, we've sealed the keyhole, and, well, we're pretty much done here. There are no Heartless here. Well, until we leave and come back, you see. But Right now, it's all peaceful. There is nothing else to do right now, so we're going to move on in just a bit. Anyway, Ariel just, she just gave us our new keychain, the Crab Claw, which I've just equipped. Basically, it's pretty much, it's just as strong as my 3 Wishes keychain. However, what makes this one different is it has 1 additional slot for MP, so now I have more MP than ever. So, hooray. And some new abilities I have. For Sora, I've gotten Second Chance, which essentially means that if an enemy does an attack that usually kills all your health, when you equipped it, and the enemy does a critical killing blow, you can still have 1 HP left, and that's pretty useful. And Donald has also gained Leaf Brazier, which means that when he casts Cure Spells, well, he will not get interrupted by the enemy attacks. So, yeah, there's that. It could be useful at some point. And so with that, folks, we will be leaving Atlantica, and we will actually be going on to our next new world in part 35. So, oh, thank goodness this world is over. Yeah. So, folks, have a good day now, okay?